I work for a communications agency based in London called Futera, which specialises in communicating issues of biodiversity and sustainable development. So I'm here with a new message on how we need to communicate biodiversity in a new way over the next 10 years to really engage the public and policymakers on biodiversity and to take action on that.
And how are you going to do that? Can you share with us some of the methods that you're thinking that is important?
Absolutely. I mean, Futera has done our own piece of research called Branding Biodiversity on how to communicate biodiversity in a way that really changes people's attitudes and behaviours. And the number one message is that talking about extinction all the time actually shuts people down. It makes them apathetic about biodiversity conservation rather than energised to actually take action. What we want to see is people reconnected with their love of nature, which everybody has, and talking about the positive success stories that are coming out of the many, many great conservation initiatives that are happening around the world today. Absolutely. I mean, there's been a lot of focus on events like this around the policy that is set by the policy and decision makers who set the frameworks in place for conservation. Biodiversity conservation is an enormous task, and in order to be successful, it's going to require action from not only government but businesses and the public all over the world. Communication is really the vehicle for inspiring people to take action to conserve biodiversity outside of these policy circles. And SEPA exists really to empower all sorts of bodies around the world to communicate on biodiversity, to encourage action, providing them with the tools and the frameworks that they need to be able to do that strategically and effectively.